Hi there, good afternoon. Thank you for calling Talk Business. You are speaking with Philip. I'm in the customer loyalty team. Can I start by taking the account number first of all, please?
Yes, it's 01275 688.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Just one second here whilst my system plays catch up and I can run through the security there. So could I please take from you the full account name, address and postcode as we have it listed there, please?
The name is Jocelyn Everett.
Okay.
And sorry, what did you need next?
The full address and postcode, please.
The full address and the postcode of the telephone number is 1 Tame Road, Long Crendon, Bucks, HP 189AA.
Okay, I believe I've got a slight variation showing somewhere on here.
So
Just give me
you
one
might
second.
have 14. Oh, okay. I
I was
don't
just going to
know if
see
you
if
wanted
I've got
the.
something else. Okay. Right. So, yeah, it's a little bit different that it's coming up as. I do appear to have
Okay.
from the Royal Mail there,
If you have.
like a building name as well instead of a number,
Right.
or as well as a number possibly.
Okay. So it's my father's property. So that's Croft House, 1 Tame Road.
Okay.
Or
And
I don't know
could
if
I
you
also
wanted
take the town, or could I take the larger town or the nearest town or city that it's...
Long Crendon, Aylesbury. But
there you go. And just on the postcode, sorry,
okay.
I've got a slight variation on the second part of the postcode.
Yes, that was HP 189AS. Sorry.
There we go. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Could I take you... So you
I
say
wasn't
it's in
sure
your
if you
father's
had
name?
my address.
Yeah.
So what happened was my father died.
Okay, sorry to hear
and then I took over the account while we were selling the property.
I see.
Okay, so I now need to close the account.
Okay. Now, on the, if you don't mind me asking here, I do apologise again. I believe it's probably still under your father's name on the account services. So what was your father's name there, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, Peter Everett.
Thank you. I do see that. Yes, thank you very much. But you're Jocelyn, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Just one second there. So in order to complete the security checks there, could I take the payment method on the account?
Yeah, direct debit.
Fantastic. And then the registered email address we have for yourself.
Is Jos Everett, JOSEVERETT @yahoo.co.uk.
Fantastic, no problem. Just one second here. It's just confirming that is correct, and it has done that for me. Thank you very much there, Jocelyn. So the system is now going to give me access to the account. I can see that obviously it has been put into your name, as you quite rightly said. So this relates to the services on the line number ending there in 451. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. Now, obviously, this was put into. I'm guessing was put into a contract by your father previously. Now, at the moment, the system is advising me that this service is still showing as being in contract until October of 2020 here.
Yeah.
So it's still got 7 months. Now, that doesn't stop any kind of cancellation here at all. That's not a problem. I can cancel services down for you and place a disconnection order. So that's 30 days notice placed on the services. They then fully disconnect down, so that would be like the 10th of April here. However, on the final bill, because it's still got 7 months left in contract here, just over, it's showing that there would be a cancellation of contract charge or fee of £125 added onto the final bill here. Now, just so you are aware, inclusive, that's about £150. And the final bill generates approximately 10 working days after the services disconnect as well. So realistically, by the end of April here, is when those final bills would generate and those extra fees and charges would appear. I have to advise you of that because otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job, and all of a sudden you wouldn't be very impressed
I did ask
when you
at
got
the
that
time.
bill.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did ask at the time was because it was obviously a person's death, and I don't live in the property.
No.
Whether that would we'd have to do, because obviously it's a property that's being sold, so I can't keep the contract going till October.
No. So just for yourself, obviously, unfortunately here, with regards to those cancellation charges, I can only, from my team, I can only obviously advise that they are showing on the system. The system is telling me that they are valid. We have no control over those extra fees and charges here, especially. Obviously, I completely understand the situation, and it's certainly not fair. I don't have any control to be able to remove them, unfortunately, here. The only team that do have that ability are the basically what we call the back office team here, Jocelyn. And essentially, what they do is basically, obviously, investigate like the situation and obviously what's happened, and then from there, obviously, make the decision, having looked at all the information from obviously a step back. So they're not on calls. They just literally deal with everything via emails as to whether or not those are chargeable fees are basically applicable or not. But again, as I say, they only do work on emails at this stage. I do.
Okay, right.
Just
so
that,
I send in a
step back.
Send in
an email to them,
a report
querying
of the situation.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
That's it entirely. Basically,
and do I do that
whether
once
or not
I've received? Yeah.
I would.
Do I wait
to be
until
honest,
I've received the bill? What's
I
the
would
best
actually.
policy?
The normal process here is to do it beforehand, and obviously put the reason that you're aware of these fees. Obviously, you've called in, but was advised of these charges. You don't feel that they are. What's the best way of phrasing it? I'm trying to think of the best terminology here. Yeah, they seem an unfair charge.
They're not fair
for the
because
situation.
I kept so Talk has made, but I didn't cancel straight away, so they've made money. But don't worry, I understand. So can we get back to when I can cancel my direct debit? So it goes out on the 19th of every month. So can I close it so that I'm not paying on the 19th of March?
So
because that will save me £40 for each month.
Essentially, if I took that 30 days notice from you here and now, and obviously put that onto the system and ordered, and obviously began that cancellation process with you here today, we do, as part of that statement, it does say to leave any direct debits in place, as any invoices that generate during the next 30 days of services will obviously still be chargeable as normal. And then once services have disconnected, that's when we generate those final bills. Now, this, as you say, the invoice is generated as of the 3rd here. So that was just over a week ago, and that's basically invoicing from the 1st of March to the 31st of March. That's when the invoicing period is for. Now, essentially, if we place the cancellation of 30 days notice doesn't physically finish until the 10th of April anyway. So essentially, this one is payable as normal, and the next one, the final bill would subtract 10 days, 21 days off of the invoice, but there would still be 10 days of service is still chargeable. I know it sounds
a lot of time, isn't it? Well, it's 30 days is a long time, plus the £225. So I'm trying to not lose as much money as possible on a property that I don't live in.
Yeah, I completely understand, Jocelyn. As I say, at this stage, obviously, if I place that, the cancellation charges will show as applicable on the system, because obviously when I hit the cancellation button here initially to obviously start going through this, it told me that those charges are shown as applicable. Obviously, if you do email in, they may be able to stop those charges with the situation, which I don't personally feel are fair, but I can't do anything about them appearing there. I don't have any authority on that. And basically from there, they can also do the actual place that actual cancellation of services request as well on the services. Once that has been decided, they can actually do that for you as well, usually via the email as well.
Okay.
But it's your choice. What you would like me to do.
Yeah, it has to be cancelled. The property is no longer is being sold, so I need that all cancelled as soon as possible, so I stop having to pay money for a service that we're not using. And then I will deal with when I get all the bills. I'll start the process if I have the time and energy.
No problem. That's fine. So you would like? I know. I do. As I say, I wish there was something I could do about these. But as I say,
don't worry. I know it's not you personally. Just as long as you can do what you can do in order to stop it as soon as possible. So I'm paying as least.
The little amount as possible.
I know that. Yeah, so exactly. If it can be cancelled so that at least I'm not paying April's direct debit, then I will still not lose money in the long run.
That's fine. Then let me just get into this system for you here, and obviously start going through and generating the cancellation request on the system there, Jocelyn. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No problem at all. So cancellation of services due to house being sold after the death of Peter there. Okay. Oops, hit the right button. This works so much better. Now, obviously, there is an option of obviously, if the new owners did wish to keep that number, if they didn't have their own number in the local exchange that they wanted to keep that number, there is an option there available of us obviously contacting them and asking them about that. Would you like me to go into that any further?
I don't have any information about them to do that.
No problem. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. So no new owner details available. That's not an issue. And obviously you've got your own line.
They may be, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry?
Don't worry. You've got no wish to keep this number for yourself at your own address or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Okay, not a problem. And obviously the line, the number, the broadband and everything will obviously cancel down as part of this cancellation here.
And can you tell me what date that would be?
That will be as of midnight on the 10th on April. 10th of April, midnight there is when it completes. The actual services, have you had use of them, obviously, since your father has died there? When you've been at the premises, have you used them at all? Has everything appeared to be okay?
Yes, but I've pulled out all the broadband now to save electricity.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, but they do all work,
Yeah. That's fine, not a problem. So I'll just read through the verification statement that we've got to read here to confirm this process, and obviously the final billing process is part of it. I will then also be able to give you a reference number for this today as well, Jocelyn. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I do need to let you know then this call is recorded for quality assurance and training purposes, and as per the terms and conditions of the contracts there, you are required to provide that 30-day notice of the intention for cancellation and disconnection. As such, it means the final 30 days from today are chargeable as normal and invoiced as normal from there. Now, just to confirm finally here, you would still like me to go ahead with the full disconnection of all services, including that broadband, the telephone line, and more importantly, that telephone number of 01844 208 451. Is that correct today?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Now then, just to clarify then, as a result of ceasing your subscription for those agreed services today, you may lose other services that relate specifically to the telephone line and number, for example, website domain names, static IP addresses, or email addresses. Any other services you may have on any other telephone numbers on the TalkTalk Business Network at this time will remain unaffected. Now, as we do bill in advance then for all of the services that we do provide, if you request this disconnection of the services, but obviously the invoice is generated as normal during these final 30 days, and as such those invoices are billed and payable as normal, meaning you do get billed into the next full month in advance is the normal process. However, once the disconnection has completed and been finalised, the first bill that then generates after the disconnection date is generally known as the final bill. These final bills then do contain credits back for those overpaid charges if there were any. Because of where these are going to generate, I suspect what's going to happen is that the final bill will also generate as after the invoice is generated anyway. So there would just be the normal difference.
And do they come? How do these bills come?
So they are normally sent into what's called the support centre here, which is an online tool that's used. Otherwise, have you been receiving them through the post at all?
No, I haven't. But I think I've had difficulty getting on the online support centre because I think there was a bit of confusion about. You know, when I took over, I used to access them on behalf of my father and used my email address, and that wasn't a problem. But when I recently tried to go on, I couldn't get on.
Okay.
So I haven't actually seen a bill for months.
Okay, I have reset that.
But I know of what's being paid.
Including that yahoo.co.uk email address. And I will also send you the password reset for that as well, so you can make sure you've got that there for yourself. So I've sent that across anyway. So there will.
I'd get an email saying your final bill is.
That's it. That's
is on the support centre. Right. Okay.
That's it. Okay. So the final bills here then do contain, as I say, credits back on the overpaid charges that have been paid in advance on the previous invoices back to the disconnection date, that being the 10th of April 2020. It does include any usage incurred up until that date, which obviously isn't going to happen, along with any penalties that relate to cancelling whilst being within contract or under commitment, which in this case are obviously saying on the system that they do physically apply of that £125 plus VAT charge. Obviously, from there, it's down to
it's obviously so £125 plus VAT.
It works out at 150 inclusive there. Oh. Just so I was just going to type that. Yeah. Now, with regards to going forward with this
equal.
Yeah.
It will work out equal if I kept the thing on till October as to cancel. But anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey-ho.
So as I say, we do recommend any direct debit payment methods remain active on the account until the final invoices have been received and debited, just to ensure going forward, obviously, any overpayments that have been made can be credited back to you. And if you do require any further assistance, when it comes to the cancellation or final bill credits there, my colleagues in the customer services team are available 7 days a week on 0800 083 3003. Options 4 and 2 to speak directly with those colleagues. The reference number that's generated here today then for this, and to confirm the cancellation then, that comes up as 2070.
Yeah.
And then 1362.
Okay.
Okay, Jocelyn, was there anything else I can do at this time?
No, I don't think so. Thank you very much.
Okay, then. Well, thank you very much. I do apologise here with those charges and things, but as I say, I've got no control over them to get rid of them either. I wish I could.
Yes, okay.
All right.
All right, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. And you obviously enjoy the rest of your evening there. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.